Morning everybody, how are y'all doing today? I'm doing fantastic myself because you know what, it finally happened. The very tickled cucumber man, the cupcake baked with salt instead of sugar, aka Quantum TV, has responded to my criticisms of his Steam Deck review. Who would have guessed the tickled man himself wouldn't be too happy with me disagreeing with his opinion and pointing out some things that he got wrong or some reasons that he had that were stupid. But yeah, if you're just seeing this video, stop this video right now, go watch my other two videos on this topic of him reviewing the Steam Deck, then come back here. You'll need the context to understand what's happening. But basically the summary is Quantum made a really bad Steam Deck review, I responded to it, he made a second part, I responded to that, and I was going to respond to the third and fourth parts he made. But then he had to go ahead and upload two more videos, one of which was responding to me, basically accusing me of creating a dislike bot that would dislike bomb all of his videos, and that's why they do so horribly. And another minute-long one where he poor shames people who don't agree with him and says that if you didn't buy the $650 Steam Deck, you have no right to criticize his video. Both of which we're going to be covering in this video, so without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going to be starting off with a video responding to me, and then to end off the video, we'll go look at the one where he poor shames.
I'll be showing you why YouTube removed the dislike button. So if you've ever watched YouTube and you've seen this grayed out dislike button, I'm going to explain it. So smack like on this video because I'm getting to the point right now. Simply put, people get in their feelings on social media and they resort to something called dislike botting.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I have never heard of anybody dislike botting except for the one example he's going to go over later in the video. But this example is so laughably incomparable to this situation that you guys are actually going to laugh out loud when you see it. But no, Quantum, I think the term you're looking for is dislike bombing. Typically, when a large group of people don't like something you've said, they will dislike bomb a video. It sucks that it happens. I don't encourage it, but it just is what happens. Luckily, I've never been dislike bombed, but I'm sure I will be at some point. It's just inevitable for pretty much everyone on YouTube.
Now, dislike botting is essentially when you basically plug a content creator's channel into a program or a website and link all of their videos that they can possibly upload to a program or bot that will essentially, in a nutshell, dislike everything for the rest of their channel's life. Now, this doesn't really do anything now that YouTube has removed the dislike button.
I mean, to be fair, it didn't really do much before either. I'm pretty sure it still affects the algorithm in the exact same way. But also, if the dislike button does so little right now, why are you so up in your feelings over it? Let's wait and find out.
But if you've watched their interview, YouTube basically said this is basically done because it's a digital scoreboard and it's attacking creators, who they are, and that kind of thing that people don't like. They don't like what creators stand for, all that kind of stuff. Some people thought that this was just a lie and there were some other reasons, and while I don't doubt that there were more than one reason as to why the dislike button was removed, that the part where people are creating a digital scoreboard and attacking creators because they don't like what they stand for is 100% true.
So apparently people disliking your videos is the same thing as them attacking you. Quantum, I think you're taking this YouTube thing a little too seriously. Or at least the dislike part of it. Removing the dislike button did nothing good. Creators still see their own likes to dislikes, so it's not like a mental health thing or anything like that. You know, oh, we want to protect the smaller creators. No, you don't. Hiding the dislikes publicly does not protect them privately, and getting rid of them altogether wouldn't protect them either. I'm not advocating to get rid of it completely, which Quantum is going to do later in this video, surprise, surprise. But anyway, all removing public dislikes did was make it harder for people to tell if a video was like good advice or not. Now people can't tell if people are just like lying or wasting their time, especially when it comes to like tutorial videos and stuff. I mean, there's memes about it everywhere. But let's get back to the video.
I am one of those creators, and I want to kind of voice what this habit or behavior is like. So, as you see, the dislike is removed, but we can return that with extensions. So if you use an extension, you can see the dislikes on my video here, called Samsung S95B PC Gaming with Epic Jump Force mods. I'm in this video just kind of hanging out and showcasing some Jump Force mods and showcasing what the Samsung S95B Quantum.OLED is capable of doing. Now, one might ask, well, what's wrong with that video? Thus enter the problem. A lot of people that like to troll other people, getting in their feelings about prior projects or whatever, prior reviews, prior opinions, they don't care. They want to attack you because of what you stand for, what you believe, what you like, what you play. Like, for example, I don't like Steam Deck, so people like to attack over that.
Yeah, honestly, guys, just if you're one of the people who goes to every single one of Quantum's videos and dislikes it, then just stop it. Like, just stop. It accomplishes nothing, nobody gains anything from it, and you're wasting your time. But again, to say these people are attacking you is just a flat-out lie. People disliking your videos is not them attacking you. Like you just said, it's either because they don't like you or they didn't like the video that you made. Actually, scratch that. You didn't even say that it could have been because they didn't like the video. If somebody dislikes one of your videos, it must be because they hate you for what you did previously. But in terms of the Steam Deck, notice how that has significantly more dislikes than your other videos that just, regularly get disliked a lot. Maybe there's a reason for that, and it's not the one you're about to mention here in a couple minutes. Maybe it was because you had a bad, unpopular take.
You can see I have 254 dislikes. Now, initially, you were going to be like, holy cow, wow, people really didn't like this video if you used one of these return extensions and you're a creator like myself running into this crap. Now, this is all fraudulent. These are people manufacturing dislikes because truthfully, I'm a pretty well-liked creator and there's nothing wrong with my videos.
I'm sorry, can you run that by me again? Maybe I need to clean my ears out. Did you just say that you're a generally well-liked creator? You know, and everybody else knows, that is a flat-out lie. Way more people hate you than like you on this platform. We're probably up into the millions at this point of people who don't like you. You are not well-liked in the slightest. You are well-hated, if anything. And you did all of that to yourself, nobody else.
But I'm not just going to tell you that. Like I said in the beginning, I'm going to prove it. So here we have the tool that YouTube officially gives us to track where our audience is coming from. External sites or apps is where you'll find if you've been basically dislike botted. As you see here, Discord, 12.5%. Now, I'm a content creator that knows that I don't post my videos to Discord. So whose Discord could it possibly be? And this is one of the things that you're going to have to do as a regular content creator to try to find out what's happened and reverse engineer it.
If you thought Quantum was a conspiracy theorist before, just wait until we get to this next part. I legitimately laughed out loud the first time I saw this. But I'm just gonna say this right now, I don't have a Discord. I never share Quantum's videos in any Discords, so whatever is going on, even if his little conspiracy theory is right, it's not my fault, Quantum. It has nothing to do with me.
So we have 12.5% basically coming from Discord, and that's a gaming platform for those who don't know. Now, this, again, botting behavior is almost exclusive to gamers. A lot of them are losers. A lot of them resort to that kind of behavior. I'm going to prove it by showing you the math.
That's right, guys. If you use Discord, you're a filthy gamer dislike botter. How could you do this to poor Quantum? But anyway, let's take a look at his math that he's going to show us that proves this.
The video got 2,000 views. If we subtract the 12.5%, we're left with 1,750. If we subtract 1,750 from that 2,000, we get that 250. Plus, of course, for pizza-faced, greasy trolls living in their mother's basement that decided to get in their feelings. But for the most part, people liked that video.
Oh my god, this actually hurts to watch. Quantum, you are fudging the numbers so hard and you know it, and I'm gonna show how. So from the screenshot on screen right now, you guys can see I'm doing the same thing he's doing. I'm under the reach section in my YouTube Studio app. Now, I chose the video I initially made on Quantum's Steam Deck review just, because it's the most relevant to this. But this can apply with any video, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at how viewers find this video. So if we go into there, I should be putting a screenshot on screen right now, and you can see how it's divided up. So we have browse features, YouTube search, suggested videos, other YouTube features, etc. Notice how at the bottom it says external, and that's 0.2%. Now I'm going to show the first screenshot up again, and you will notice that under how viewers find this video, there is an external sites section. Remember that external, that 0.2% that I just showed you guys? Yeah, that is what this is making up. And if we click on this, oh, look at that. Wouldn't you know it, Discord is under there and it says 10%, meaning that 10% of the 0.2% from the external tab are the people who came to my video through Discord. Now, doing some basic math, that means a total of 0.02% of the total people who came to my video came from Discord. Now, if we go back to Quantum's situation, we don't know the exact number of people that came from external sources, but let's assume it's that same 0.2%. If we plug that into a calculator, it looks like a whopping 0.025% of the people who watched that video actually came from Discord. It wasn't 12.5%, it's 12.5% of the 0.2% of people who came from the external sources. But let's make it a little more interesting. So that video got 2,000 views. So let's take that 2,000 and multiply it by 0.025. Let's put that in our calculator, and what do we get? Oh, what do you know? 50 views, meaning that at most 50 of the 250 dislikes could have possibly been from Discord. And that's assuming every single people who came from a Discord server disliked your video. But on top of all of that, Quantum, you were just saying that it was a bot system. So why are you blaming real people on Discord all of a sudden? My man cannot keep that same energy.
Now, people like this creator here do this for content. They do it for money. They know good and damn well that I don't actually have a massive amount of dislikes. They're botting them. And they do it so that they can create the narrative, look at this popular YouTuber. They're disliked. There's this controversy around them. They're horrible. They're this awful person, and people agree with me.
And now this guy is accusing me of setting up a dislike bombing bot to dislike every single one of his videos. Quantum, are you kidding me? Why would I go out of my way to set up a bot to dislike your videos? I have no idea how to do that, nor do I care. All those dislikes came from your own bad take. None of them were manufactured, at least not by me, and I'm pretty sure this counts as defamation to an extent. But that's how upset Quantum is that people don't agree with him. He's going as far as to accuse me of dislike botting his videos. Quantum, I don't do that. I have the dislike extension installed, so that way if I'm covering a video and it happens to have a bad like to dislike ratio, I can put that in the thumbnail, because if people looking at my thumbnail see, holy crap, this video he's covering got a ton of dislikes, it must be really bad, then they might want to click on it. You know, that's kind of the whole point of a thumbnail, is to attract people to your videos.
That's really the sole purpose that some of these people do this for. And again, as you see here, it's about Steam Deck in this instance. I don't like Steam Deck, and as again, somebody who paid more than the average person going into that transaction, my expectations and standards are higher. But of course, you're not allowed to have your own opinions, your own thoughts, and review things your own way. You need to fall in line with what these other gamers want you to do, or they're going to resort to this. They're going to dislike bot you on Discord, plug your shit in, and just let the program run.
So apparently now Discord controls the bots that dislike bomb people. Now it's not real people disliking them anymore. Now it's the bots again. The story is constantly changing. But no, Quantum, nobody is saying that you have to fall in line with exactly what everybody else thinks. The whole point of my videos covering your Steam Deck review is to point out how almost all of your complaints are coming from you because you didn't research what you were buying, and then you complained when it wasn't what you expected. You literally said in one of your videos that you didn't know how to use Linux, and then your response to people who were saying, how did you not know it was a Linux product, was that, oh, how am I supposed to know that? Research, bud. And that was the whole point of my videos talking about you. And I love how he says, oh, I'm not allowed to have my own opinion, apparently, when you just said that because you spent more money on the Steam Deck, your opinion is more valid. And just wait until we get to his 1 minute long video after this. It legitimately pissed me off the first time I watched it.
And don't believe me, there's a video literally talking about it, okay? So again, you guys see I have 12.5%, okay? Just so you can see the math is correct on that. You can use the same calculator on Google to mathematically see that I'm being dislike botted. And that proves again that it's a program. And again, don't believe me, because here's a video 2 years ago some guy with like 1,000 subscribers talking about how he made a bot to dislike all of PewDiePie's videos or like all of PewDiePie's videos and dislike another creator. And he's showing it off in real time.
So because some random guy on the internet made a bot to like PewDiePie's videos and dislike CoComelon's 2 years ago, that suddenly means that I made a bot to dislike all of your videos, even though I already proved the math doesn't check out on that one. This is like saying, oh, Your Honor, I know this man stole something from that store because 3 years ago, this other completely different person, yeah, he stole something from a completely different store. Like, what kind of proof is this? You are desperate, my dude.
How it works, what it's doing, and how it's actually doing this to that creator. Now, this is a massive problem because, number one, the video is still up even though it violates YouTube's community guideline standards. That's the first thing. The second thing is it proves a pattern of behavior with these kinds of individuals where they get in their feelings about something, a review, a product, something somebody says, and again, they're going to target creators with fraudulent analytics and metrics.
Dude, these situations are nothing alike. In our situation, you made a bad review and people disliked the video and called you out on it. Or at least they tried to until you disabled the comments. Yeah, you're the #1 brand in honesty, but you hide the comments on your videos. Yeah, sure, bud. Also, this situation has nothing to do with people hating another channel because of video games or something like that. This was back during the PewDiePie versus CoComelon thing. People didn't like CoComelon taking over PewDiePie in sub count, and so they were just doing whatever they wanted. Now, do I encourage the dislike botting and the like botting to make other people look better? No, I don't encourage that at all. It's a waste of time in my opinion, which is why, you know, I didn't make a bot to do that. But again, these situations have nothing to do with each other, especially considering I didn't make a bot.
Now, fortunately, this doesn't really do anything anymore, but it used to hurt a lot of creators. Now, I would like to see the dislikes completely be removed off of YouTube so that they don't even have so much as a digital scoreboard to actually feel like they're winning. I think at that point, that's the only annoying thing here, is that they genuinely think that they're hurting you when really it doesn't do anything and they gloat about it.
Yeah, it does so little that you made a 6-minute long video ranting about it and doing math to try and prove that you were being dislike bombed. Yeah, sure, bud. It did so little to you. And Quantum, if it affects you so little, how come you want the dislike button completely removed? We were talking about math earlier, and honestly, the math on that one doesn't really add up.
You know, with their little thumbnails, and they like try to make you seem like you're a bad creator, like, aha, look at this guy, he's terrible, when in reality, it's just a fraudulent percentile that they manufactured to try to create content using bots. So, again, look at the tools, you can see it, you can track it back to Discord, 12.5%, all that good stuff, but again, this basically exposes that even in 2022, dislike botting is still a major problem even after they removed the dislike button. But if you've ever wondered why the dislike button was truly removed, now you know.
Well, guys, we made it to the end of that video, but unfortunately, we have one more, and it's just a minute long. I might let the whole thing play, in all honesty, unless I need to pause it somewhere. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this video where he poor shames people.
So, all the Steam Deck players that only put in $399 want to show up to the party and try to tell me, the guy that paid $650 plus tax, how I should feel about my experience on a product they couldn't even afford. Now, that might sound classist or elitist, but that's like going to the guy that bought a BMW as you sit in your Toyota Camry and you're talking shit about how he should feel about the problems he's facing on that product.
Yes, Quantum, that sounds elitist as hell. You quite literally just said that because not everybody spent as much money as you did, they're not allowed to point out flaws with your review on something. I guess if I spend $1,500 on a 3090 and somebody else spends $600 on a 3070, and then I complain that I have to install my drivers manually, the person with the 3070 isn't allowed to point out that that's a stupid complaint because they're poorer than me. They don't get to criticize me at all. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude, do you not realize how pretentious you sound?
When you approach things at a certain level and you buy the best of something and there are problems and you mention those problems, if you haven't arrived at an equivalent level, you have no seat at the table to start talking, running your mouth, or thinking you have any opinion about how that person should feel at that price range. I think it's a very important distinction that we make about the Steam Deck, that I was at the highest price point, and most of the people buying the Steam Deck are at the entry-level lowest point with the 64 gigabyte version, okay? So before people want to try to talk shit or come at me or feel like my take was bad, two things you've got to remember. One, I likely paid more than you did, so I have a reason to be more upset. And two, it's my opinion. If I don't like the fucking product, I don't have to, right? And if you want to sit here and trash somebody's opinion, keep that same fucking energy when it happens to you.
Dude, the irony of Quantum telling other people to keep that same energy is actually out of the window. But anyway, guys, that's the end of that video. Basically, what we learned today is you cannot criticize somebody's review on a product unless you spend as much money as they do. Otherwise, you don't have an opinion. And we also learned that apparently none of his dislikes are real. He actually has only likes, and they're all just me dislike botting him through Discord. Jesus Christ, why did I make this video? But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will catch you all next time.